Here is working. The other one no. Hello. Yeah, we got some technical problem, sorry. The other one no. Hello everyone, sorry for the previous link. There is some problem, I don't know what happened with YouTube. It doesn't allow me to open the live directly there. I need to make a new one. Scusate, ma stiamo cercando di risolvere. Nel frattempo ci siamo spostati di qua. Allora, ci siamo quasi, We are ready to begin. Hello Simon, ciao Simon. Hello everyone, sorry for the previous link. There is some problem, I don't know what happened with YouTube. Siamo tutti italiani? All from Italy? Directly there. I need to make a new one. I will speak English most of the time, but if you have any question, I will speak in English all the time, but if you have any question, any doubt, if you write in Italy, I will answer also in Italy, so don't worry. Okay, so let's begin from this other channel. I don't know what happened to the previous one. So, welcome, more or less. My name is Silver from Silver Cos Lab, and today it will be the first live show on YouTube from eSUN. The beginning wasn't the best, I'm sorry. Still a new one of this program. I will try to understand what happened on the previous one. Wait, I send the link to other people because they lost me. Okay, so let's talk about 3D printing. First one, I will ask you a pleasure. Please everyone just subscribe the channel, put the notification on, so when I will make the new live, hopefully it's working, you will receive the notification so you can join and stay with me, and that's all. So, who am I? I'm Silver from Italy. I'm just a 3D printer as a hobby. For me, it's just a hobby. I started 2.5 years ago, and in these years, I start to print especially cosplay stuff, armors, weapons, helmet, because I'm a cosplayer, and when I came to China, it was very difficult for me to find some cosplay that suits on me, so I start to make it by myself. So first of all, I want to show you some of my job. So here you can see some of my helmet and stuff that I printed in these 2 years, and this is also my studio, the new studio that when I just moved to the new house I start to decorate as I like it, so I can expose all the stuff. This helmet, all the stuff that I print, I'm not for selling usually. I don't take commission, is a hobby. I like to print what I want when I want and put an exposition here in my studio. Sometimes can happen here or there that I can sell something just for make some space for the new stuff. But except for that one, wait a moment, let me check eSUN what they say. Okay, so except for this one, these videos start from now, they will going to focus on the 3D printing and with the filament of eSUN, that are the filament that I usually use. Let me move my camera here. Okay, I always printing with the eSUN PLA, usually most of my cosplay, because are just for decoration, so you don't need to be outside in the con, in the event. Otherwise, maybe something in PTG should be more suitable. So what you can see here is just for decoration, and I will try to explain to you slowly how to print. I will show my settings, my slicer, my tips, and for help you all of you to print your preferred cosplay stuff, whatever you like it. And today, for the first live, I want to start to talk about this helmet here. Here we are. This helmet, this fantastic helmet here is, let's put full screen. Here we are. Is a custom design infantry helmet from a very talent maker that I'm following, and later I will going to talk also about my patrons where I get the files and everything else. This helmet is fantastic. Look, it's so cool. I can even see through the visor here. This one is printed by PLA Plus of eSUN, and I use most of the helmet is printed with the eSUN V400, all the lower part here. The ears, the top of the dome here is made with the new Bamboo Lab P1P, but the biggest part is made with the eSUN V400. So first of all, where you can get the file. Getting the file is very important, because if you have a good file, it's already a good beginning for printing. Many of the files that you can file for free is not very good usually. There are some problem, they are not connected, or they're just single file that are not split and make it almost impossible to print it. So for beginning, the first part is of course have a 3D printer and a filament, and after is start to have a good file. So today I want to talk to you about this pattern that I'm following. Here we are, Mystery Maker. For the people that doesn't know, Patrons is a platform that you can subscribe some creator to support them, and this creator, they can show some of their work and share their files for let the people print. Normally you can print what you get, you can sell what you print according to what's the rule of the pattern, but you are not allowed to resell the files, for example. This is Mystery Makers. For me, is really one of the best maker that I found. He make fantastic stuff about Star Wars, Marvel, DC. Like just now he released a new helmet of the new season of Mandalorian. Here the Mando helmet. But what he makes great is the details that he make on his work, and also here, for example, if I want to show something to you, okay, here for example, this is the new Mando helmet. When you get the file, you have the file that is entire, single pieces like this one that you show how to connect, where to connect. Normally some files they have the magnets for stick each others, or the clips to block. So you are very detailed instructions, and also it can give you the instruction here for the small printer. If you have a small printer, the file will be already cut in small pieces. You see, 4-part cuts for Prusa, for example. And here it shows also what is his suggestion for the orientation for printing. He give a lot of suggestion, a lot of help. So this maker is really one of the most complete and professional maker. So today we start to see together how to print this helmet. I will show you my profile that I use with the Prusa slicer, with the FL-SUN V400 and the PLA Plus of eSUN. So now that you saw the helmet, let's go and check the slicer. Here we are. This is Prusa slicer 2.5. I know that they released the 2.6 beta. I got some issue with that release with the organic support and the raft. So for the moment, I will just show you using the original Prusa slicer. Here is the printer. In the description on the live, you can find my config. Here, if you go in import config bundle, you can upload the file and you will have like this one. This is my profile, this is my filament profile, and this is my printer with the strategy code and everything to let you print exactly like me, like what I printed till now. You can see me, yes, wait a moment, slicer, okay, I move my face here, is better. Okay, so first the files. Let's start with the face mask, and after I will show you my settings. This is the face mask. Look how many details you have here. This file is fantastic. I don't have any more. Look, also the details, the inside is very detailed. And one of the best part of this pattern that I really love is usually when you import some files, here you will get some error manifold or some files have some problem, and you need always to repair. With this pattern, you will never have this kind of issue. So first, you can print like this one for sure, but you have a lot of support in this part here, and you will have some support here that it can create some problem. So as also the creator, the maker suggests, I print like this, up and down. So the top here, it will be very clean. And this is very important because here you need to connect the top of the helmet. Here, wait a moment, let me show you. Here, you see, these two parts need to be as much clean as you can, so they will not have any issue when you connect. If you print this part up and down, here you can have some defect after, and it will be a little bit more post-process necessary. So come back to the slicer, here we are. So put in this way, we will have some supports here, that is the lower part that the people they cannot see, so it's not a very big problem. And where you need the support? Here, you just select this one, paint of support. I usually select a overhang of 30 degrees, is more than enough. Smarting fill on overhangs only. In this way, if you select one part, this part purple, it will make the support automatically all here. If you make a mistake, you can hold the shift and you remove. If you select brush, you can brush only on the overhangs without a problem that, oh, I move to up, it doesn't paint. If you deflag this one, they will make support everywhere. It's not what we want. So for this one, we can just put the support here and the support of the eyes. All this part, if you see, the slicer suggests you to have the support, but it's not really necessary. Sometimes I need to check here if somebody writes some message. So here we just need the support on this lower part and on the top part. All this part, they are more than 30 degrees, so even if a Prusa slicer says that it's better, put a support, is not necessary. That's very small, and if your printer is well tuned, you will not have a problem. And if you see here, I will show how I was printing this one at the moment. Here, let's move my face. Here we are. Here you can see I just put the support under here, and in this part there is the eyes. All the other part are without the support. Don't mind here this small stringing. This file I printed with a test Prusa slicer that I was making. I tuned it a little bit after, so you will not get even this small stringing here. It's better calibrated now. So let's come back to the slicer. So after we put the support here and here, what is good on the Prusa slicer is here, the seam. If you left randomly, you can have some seam everywhere that it can ruin your stuff. What I usually do is painting one line inside, so the seam, it will be inside, not outside. The external surface, it will be very, very clean. As in fill, I usually print at 10% with with the gyroid. I think gyroid is a very good compromise of material that is wasting and how strong it is. And you see, with a beautiful computer that is very fast, likely. The machine, the slicer, will put the support only on the lower part and here on the eyes. And all the seams, it will be inside here, external, you will not see anything. This is a very good way to print this part, and as you can see here, you don't have any support on the detail, and this one allows you to have the cleanest surface that you can. The other part to print, the tomahawk. This part already cut in 3 parts to make it more easy. This one I start to print with the Bamboo Lab, but it was a new printer. I got some issue at the beginning, so as you can see here, I will start to print all together. It was very good, very nice. I was very happy. After a little bit, fell down from the bed. I tried many times. I think I still have some issue with the texture of the bed from the bamboo. Many times I'm printing something, they fell down after a little bit. I contacted the Bamboo. They told me that if I need to print something taller with the PLA, the texture surface is not very good because with the auxiliary fan can create this issue. So they suggest me to use the cool bed. So they sent me a cool bed. I just replaced it, just arriving today. So I will try. So after this failing, I will start to print one by one, and also here the quality is very good. Next time I will show you also the profile of the Bamboo Lab. And here you can see I put the tab just now for connect the parts before gluing. And this tomahawk here, if you want to print all together like get in the file, I really suggest you to use a brim and to have a better edition, because without the brim you can fail. If you want to print separately, because this file they are all together, you can just select here the O, split to object, and by magic you will have the single file selected. You can delete what you don't need, print one by one, maybe you can slow a little bit the speed, and you can print this taller part without any issue. After 2 times failing, I start to make with a V400 and it came out perfectly. the knob, this small part here, the ears, this one is very simple, you just lie down on the surface. You can print all four together without any problem. This ear I print two times, one without arachne and one with arachne, because arachne should give me a better topper layer, but always have some issue here, you see? You cannot completely cover all the line with arachne, so I decided to remove arachne and print on without that option, because I don't like the final effect. It was some defect. So you see, this is without arachne. It was much better. Here with arachne there is some line, something that it was not very good. So it's better to remove it in that particular case. And the last part is the last two part. This is the dome, the top part. This one, as you can see here, there is a huge part that the slicer suggests to print, the dome. Normally I don't print this one because, as you can see, it's not flat totally, it's curved, so the printer has enough time to cool and print without the support. Also because if you put the support here and there and here, you will have a lot of filament and time to print something like this, and it's wasting. If your printer is working good, it's really not necessary. Look how much filament for the support. Here the support is 35% almost. 4 hours only for print the support. The support is really not necessary. Like this, it will be much better. And as you can see here, non conviene mettere il brim, Armac, dipende. Se parli del tomahawk, quindi delle orecchie, della parte alta, la coda, tra virgolette, sopra, assolutamente sì, conviene mettere il brim. Sulla parte tonda piatta, se la tua stampante non ha problemi di warping, non è necessario. Comunque è una superficie abbastanza larga, quindi non è strettamente necessario. Come vedete, se stampate con, vediamo se riesco a far vedere, sotto, vedete, è stato stampato senza supporti. Qui sotto fa un po' di difetto perché stava raffreddando mentre stampava nel vuoto, ma la parte superiore è pressoché perfetta. Ovviamente, come tutte le superfici curve, qui necessita di un po' di grinding, ma il risultato è perfetto e non serve sprecare tutto quel tempo e tutto quel filamento. Okay, I really love this helmet. So here, as you see, now in English, sorry, is a little bit defect because it was printing on the air without the supports, but it's not necessary at all. You can print without the support, save a lot of time, and especially save a lot of filament. So here, the last part, it was the bottom, the back of the helmet. This one is better using this flat surface here for have a better adhesion. Here also is better make a brim because it's not close part for avoid some warping. Support always small in feel, overhangs. Here always select the small part, just to be sure that if it's not flat, it will connect well. You can put here, here, and here. I forgot to put the seam inside. Always remember to make this one inside. It's very important. It's saving a lot of defect outside. As you can see, you only have the support in this three area. The other part it will be super clean. Sometimes can happen that, not in this case, but many times happen that the surface is not very flat and maybe some part here it will not print because it starts on the second layer. It can happen. When it's something like this, you can just select a file and sync a little bit. It's something that we will see together next time. So for today, I want to show now my settings before we finish, because it was just a preview how to orient it, how to print. All this file, it was printed is 0.2 millimeter with a 0.4 nozzle. The first layer high is 0.3, 3 perimeters, 5 top and 3 bottom layer. The seam is aligned, but it's not very important because we put manually. Infill 10% gyroid. Ironing, no, never use ironing, please. Skirt and brim is dependent from the situation. If you have bad problem with warping, always put the brim at least 5 or 10 and keep it 0, so it's connected to the print. Otherwise you can have a defect and still can disconnecting from the bed. Support, this is my setting for the support for the Prusa normal, not for the organic. Snug because it's the new, now it's not anymore the new, the new, almost second version of the support that is consume much less filament and doesn't ruin the print. 0.2 top contact zeta distance, pattern spacing 2.5, top interface 3, here same as the top. Like this, when you remove the support, they will remove so easily and doesn't left any marks on the printer. And this is the speed. Remember, this is the speed for the eSUN V400 that you can print at 400 millimeters per second. Here, the perimeter, I make 300 because I prefer go a little bit slower. On this one, there are a lot of details, as you can see here. At the moment. Here, this detail, where here, they are so much clean. This one, if you print fast or you print bad, after it will be impossible to sanding and making smooth. So I decided to lower a little bit and get this difficult part super clean. So I don't need to do any post process in the end. And 120, the small perimeter and the external perimeter, the infill 400 millimeters per second, and the travel 400 is okay. The first layer speed 50%, so it will go at 60 millimeters per second, only the first layer. The acceleration 5000 and 8000. This printer can be faster, yes, but I need the quality, so I prefer slower a little bit like this one, and don't need to mess too much with the post process. C'è un modo per migliorare la qualità dell'ultimo layer, soprattutto se è piano o con delle scritte? Sì, ci sta. Il flow aiuta tantissimo sull'ultimo layer. Se l'ultimo layer è completamente piano e avete il flow calibrato bene, l'ultimo layer ti viene perfetto. Un altro trucco è quello di alzare la temperatura del piatto per i primi 2-3 layer e fa più presa. Sembra una cavolata, ma aiuta a tenere il piatto più attaccato, la stampa più attaccata al piatto, e non va a creare micro vibrazioni nella parte più alta. Quindi se avete delle scritte e le volete belle piane, calibrate bene il flow e alzate di 5 gradi, 5-6 gradi il piatto per le primi 2-3 livelli e poi riabbassate la temperatura normale. And here I ask if there is a way to have a better surface on the top layer, especially if it's flat like a writing, and I suggest to calibrate very good the flow, because that one is very important for the top layer, and also raise up the bed temperature of the first 2 or 3 layers, because if the bed is hotter at the beginning, the printer will stick much better and it doesn't have any small vibration, and the top layer, if the flow is correct, it will be super smooth. Hello, could you show your Batsuit from Batman Arkham Knight, please? I don't have here the costume, because that costume I sold 1 year ago, because a guy really wanted, so it's not here anymore. I can find some picture and show you next time, but unfortunately it's not here anymore. Here I have other helmet of Batman, but most of them they are from urethane, because it's from the Batman vs Superman series. I'm planning to make another Batman helmet here, but I have so many projects. Wait a second. Here I have so many projects, so I stopped one moment to make this one. This I made with a Prusa. I had one failing here. I was trying to recover. After that, I need to stop one moment. It fits perfectly, but I have a defect here, so I want to reprint from the beginning. But now I have so much project that I cannot finish everything. So come back to 1 second to the slicer. Wait a second. Here. Filament settings. Of extrusion multiplier 1, okay. Temperature of the printer 215 for the first layer, 210, and 65 for the second part. Printer setting, here there is the G code, but this one is just the G code of the machine with their information, nothing special. So this is my profile. This profile, exactly like this, you will find on the link in description here. So you can just download, and you can download and import on your slicer, on your Prusa slicer, and work with that. This one, I repeat, is my profile for the V400 work with the PLA eSUN Plus. If you are not using the PLA eSUN, or you are not using the V400, you need to adjust so many different value. So just take care of that one. Here, just one notification, the perimeter, I lower the external perimeter 0.4, little bit smaller than inside perimeter to have more smooth surface. This is the edit that I made from the first video that you saw. Okay, come back here. Thank you, Adam. And so this one, it was the first preview. I just show you how to orient it. I showed my profile, my settings, my slicer, and everything else. If you have any question, you can write here in the chat now. I will stay a few minutes more just to have the time to read if you have any question. And next time, in the next videos, in the next live, I will try to show what I'm doing when I make my post process. So how to sand, how to use the putty filler, what instrument, what tools I'm using for sanding, for making the helmet smooth, how to make the LED for the eyes, for different helmets, and everything that you like. I will go on the table, I will start to make my job, keep the live on. So if you want to ask me anything, you can ask, and of course, if I can, I will help you and will answer all your questions. So let me know if this kind of live show can be nice for you, if you like it, if you want to see something particularly, if you have any project that you are some problem to print, you want to ask me some questions, some information, I would be happy to help you. You can write here in the chat. Remember to subscribe to the channel here of the eSUN, please. So every time I will make some live, you will receive some notification. I will try my best to bring at least one live every week. So to bring as much content as I can, to bring more project, and for now it's all. It was just the first live. It's just for show you how to work with it as a printer, how is my settings, and which kind of quality you can expect when you are printing with a very good printer like eSUN V400 and the PLA of eSUN that works very good together. It's a very good partnership they have, this printer and this filament is really amazing. Somebody asked me last time, I forgot, for the eyes here, how to make it. This is something very simple, also very stupid, that when I will show you say, oh yeah, it's very easy. It's just some PVC 0.3 millimeters that it come from the, let me see, here. It's like the notebook from the kids that they use for top cover. It's just a film, very thin, 0.3 millimeters. You can cut and shape it. Now I just put here with the tape because I need to disassemble the helmet that is just blocked with the tape. It was just for showing to you. And after that, after you put this one, I will glue it with some foam and some hot glue to block this together. But even with the tap here, it's very strong. It's a very good choice. And with this one, now I have the light in front, so of course you can see my eyes, but otherwise it will be very dark. You cannot see from outside, but from inside I can see you. I really love this helmet. Super cool. And I print in 1 day and a half. I had many issues here with the bamboo for the bed edition. As you can see here, look, it make a mess for the bed. The problem, layer shift, because all the print fell from the bed every time. I hope with the new bed I fix this issue, because I really like that printer. It's very good. Still prefer the V400. It's give me more stability, bigger plate, faster and better quality. Oh, let me read something. This is a good project, thank you. And have a nice weekend. You too. I don't know what's your name. QG3 and I don't know what's the name. I will print a bat suit full in 3D. I mean, any advice for me? Depends on which one. I printed the Pattinson, I make the Arkham Knight version. Both of them are very good. The Pattinson is less pieces. It's more simple. But the helmet of the Pattinson is not good to 3D print because it must be rubber, leather. So it's not good to make with a 3D printer. You don't have mobility on the neck. So I suggest Arkham Knight is fantastic. For me, Arkham Knight is the best armor. I will try my best to show you some of the pictures that I made with Arkham Knight next time. Marco B, hello, ciao. Armac, sono mesi che uso il filamento della eSUN, ci trovo benissimo, sono oltre 20 kg, ma è un problema. Sì, anch'io mi ci trovo benissimo. Ne utilizzate tante altre marche di filamento, più o meno bene, ogni tanto qualche piccolo inconveniente, però diciamo che con la eSUN, da quando ho utilizzato la eSUN, sono sempre andato a botta sicura. Anche perché con le stampanti nuove così veloci, non tutti i filamenti lavorano bene. Ho utilizzato filamenti di altre marche che mi creavano un sacco di problemi, quindi veramente soddisfatto del filamento della eSUN. I will say to Armac that I printed with many different kind of filaments, and most of them they are good, but after I start to use this very fast printer, normal brand have many issues. They cannot print very good with a fast speed. They have so many stringing or problem. The printer cannot melt enough, but with eSUN filament always have zero issue. Ah, Sonny, ok, Sonny. Angelo Trezza, grazie per l'aiuto sulla V400. Prego. Sì, io spesso sul gruppo Facebook cerco di dare una mano sulla V400, con i filamenti, con i profili quando posso. È un piacere per me, quindi sono contento se riesco ad aiutare qualcuno. Ok, sono passati 40 minuti, direi, ok, time is passed, almost 40 minutes for the first live. If you have any other question, you can still write here in the chat. I will read and answer to you. One more time, please subscribe to the channel, push the notification, so next time we will have the next live. I hope it will work better without this technical issue at the beginning. I will start to show you some other tools. If you need something, if you want some requests, you want to see something, ask me something. For example, can you show me next live how to use the hairbrush for painting, or how to sanding, or how to make the LED for the eyes? Write in the comment so I can try to prepare some topic exactly for what you need, so it will be more focused on you, not only on me. Next time probably I will show you how to paint something very simple. I paint a castle for with a PLA. I need to painting with a dry brush, so I will show you some easy technique how to paint something faster with a dry brush effect and make a very good result with a minimum effort. So for today I think we can finish like this one. If you like this video, please make a thumbs up here, subscribe to the channel. You can find all the link in the description of the patrons that I'm following of Mystery Maker, on the Filament PLA eSUN for buying, on my YouTube channel and my Instagram if you want to follow me there, because there I will post every day few videos and photos and tutorial. And what else? I think I said everything. So for today it is over. Thank you for joining me and see you next time. Bye bye.